welcome back to Pima Voices. My name is Savannah and I'll be your host. Today I'm sitting down with Elizabeth Heft, who is the Director of Workforce Development at the Gospel Rescue Mission. And today we're going to be exploring workforce development. So how are you today, Elizabeth?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much.
Good.
Thank you so much also for coming down
Yeah.
today and sitting down and talking about the workforce track at the Gospel Rescue Mission and Center of Opportunity. And so why don't you tell us a bit about that and what that is at the Gospel Rescue Mission and that connection to Pima Community College and that Pima Start program.
Yeah, great. So the Workforce Development Program at Gospel Rescue Mission centers on helping to prepare our guests to secure full-time employment at higher paying wages. And over the last year, we've begun to launch a new program called Social Enterprise. The Social Enterprise program at Gospel Rescue Mission even comes even closer beside our guests to help give them the knowledge, skills, and abilities, job training, and education to prepare them for careers. So Pima Community College has played an amazing part in that partnership or in that in our Social Enterprise program, in that they help us to provide the education that our guests need for higher paying jobs and careers. So, for example, we have a couple different cohorts that we are currently offering at the Gospel Rescue Mission. We have a culinary cohort for guests who are interested in the hospitality or food service industry. We offer a logistics cohort for guests that are interested in warehouse management, as well as a BCT cohort that's building and construction technology for our guests that are interested in that. So the way that our social enterprise program works is with Pima Community College at our side. They work to provide the education for our guests in those fields. And then we come alongside them also and give them job training. So we give them real life experience. What is it to work in this industry so that they can experience those skills? We come alongside them and offer soft skills, how to have conversations with your manager, how to have conversations with colleagues and whatnot. And so what it does is it creates a safe environment for our guests to grow and learn and be better employees, truly.
Yeah. And so I guess the education doesn't just stop within that cohort with Pima Community College and Pima Start, right? You're expanding on top of that. And so that's really great because a lot of times, you go to school, you get that little certificate or that degree or something. But it's the life skills that can be really important when you have a job because you need, like you said, you need to know how to have conversation with customers, with your managers, things like that. And so it sounds like you guys have really grown to expand, continuing that educational base.
Yeah. So what we've done, the way we've created the program in Social Enterprise is our guests come in and they articulate which field they're interested in. So for example, if they say that they're interested in the food service industry, what we do is we first enroll them in a job training program at the Gospel Rescue Mission, which means they begin to work in the kitchen. They work in the kitchen, prepare food, serve our guests. And they do that from anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks. And during that time, we're able to see whether they have the individual motivation and capacity to work in that industry. So if they show us that they do, that they've got the longevity there, the ability that they're still interested in that, then they have the opportunity to enroll in the Pima Community College culinary program. So they enroll in the program.
Okay.
They get the educational skills, right? They have chefs that come out to our property to teach our guests and whatnot. And then that happens in the evenings. But then during the day, they continue to work in the kitchen and use the skills, hone the skills that they're learning in their class. So, and then once they complete the Pima Community College cohort in culinary, for example, they currently have an opportunity to enroll in an internship program that we've set up. So we've currently set up an internship program that operates out of our mobile coffee and cafe, Opportunity Coffee and Cafe, where our guests who have graduated the culinary program are then trained as baristas. So it's a paid internship, actually, that our guests can participate in while they're still staying on our property. And they put those skills into action. They're currently, like I said, being trained as baristas, but eventually we're going to offer pastry training and whatnot all of those things will be sold then at Opportunity Coffee and Cafe.
Oh, I love that.
So it's just a full... it's like the full spectrum of job training of, not just the education that you need, but really how to do what you're doing, the practice, and then working in a true work environment. Again, that's safe, right? Because we have guests who many of them have had jobs and lost their jobs. And whether that looks like they've lost jobs because of interpersonal conflict or an inability to be resilient, those are all the things that we teach them. So they're in this safe internship environment where they're not going to get fired. They're not going to lose their job, but they have the opportunity to succeed.
Yeah, no, that's amazing because like, obviously, taking the courses at Gospel Rescue Mission with the Center of Opportunity, it's going to be a different timeline, right? It may not be all the same courses that you take at Pima. It's a little bit more streamlined. It's going to be all within this center. And so, like you said, having that opportunity to then continue with that internship and things like that, it kind of helps expand on maybe if they weren't ready to go to Pima Community College and continue their courses there, they can kind of continue with you guys with this paid internship and everything, and then learn those skills. And then as they continue to do that, maybe in the future, continue their education at Pima and learn more and develop more.
Precisely. And we have it set up, our partnership with Pima Community College set up so that as the guests are enrolled in a cohort on Gospel Rescue Mission's property, they're actually Pima students. So to hear and to see the reaction of the guests when they realize for the first time that they're a college student, it's just, phenomenal to see that they now have access to something that many of them never thought that they would have access to. So those first courses that we offer there at Gospel Rescue Mission are just a door. They're an introductory level door into the programs that are offered here at Pima Community College. So our hope is, again, in social enterprise, we're looking for our guests to develop careers. So our hope is that they will continue their education through Pima Community College. Now that the idea has been broken down that they'll never be college students, that they'll never be able to further their education, so it becomes a familiar thing for our guests to say, oh yeah, I'm going to continue on now at Pima.
Yeah. They're like, I'm already a college student. I can keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys have helped broken down that barrier.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what do you think is like the hope and next steps that you would love to see continue to grow within the partnership with Pima, within your internship? I'm sorry, I forgot what you said it was called, but like, what do you think is the hopes for the next step in the growth within all of this?
So what we're doing is we're continuing to look at the potential career fields that our guests are interested in. And Pima Community College has been great about working with us to say, okay, for example, the logistics program is brand new this year.
Yeah, I heard that was something that they just started to incorporate.
Yeah. So we were able to say we've got many of our guests who are coming in who want forklift training, who would like to learn more about working in a warehouse. So we were able to say, okay, let's see if we can implement a logistics program, a logistics course here for our guests to take that first step in. So in the future, I'd love to see this partnership continue and us to continue to take a look and see, okay, what are the next fields that are opening up? And then as those fields open up and as those cohorts open up through Pima Community College, we'll come alongside with social enterprise and develop internships that relate to the courses that are being taught.
That's amazing. I really love how like you guys are clearly listening to the community, the people who are coming in to your center and everything like that. And you're really trying to understand like, yes, this is what's good for them. This is the path that I feel like is going to fit their needs. And so you're not just like, oh yeah, here's this schooling, here's this, here's that. There's like full support from like beginning all the way through to end. I don't even know if it ends. It like continues to keep going. And so that's like really special.
Right. So our goal here is to help people as they transform from homelessness to wholeness. So it is an ongoing process, as we all understand. We're always moving closer and closer to wholeness. One of the things we pride ourselves on at the Gospel Rescue Mission is the fact that we do individualized case management, that everything is led with a conversation. When we're asking what the needs of our guests are, we don't just look at people as if they're all the same or they're all part of one group. We really take a look and say, okay, what does this person need? How can it be individualized? And what partners do we have? How can we work together with other people in our community that will help these people move from homelessness to wholeness?
That's really, really amazing. And I'm sure, they're so thankful for the support that they have there. And thank you for even the role that you have and everything that you do. And you're really impacting and keeping the community thriving, and really people saying like, there's an opportunity for you. Like, we're here to help. We're here to get you going. And you know, a lot of it starts with education too, as well. And being able to have this there is just like really, truly, truly amazing for the community. And I love that you have this and that people can come in and keep going. Because I know it's like the classes and everything fill up very quickly, and there's obviously a demand for it. And so what would you say to people who, you know, want to support what is being offered there?
Yeah. So what I would say to people who are looking to support what we're doing is you can trust us, because we're caring for people. We're caring for people with love, grace, dignity, and respect. Again, we're taking a look at them individually and helping to walk alongside them as their needs are met. And then it pours back into the community too, because in our social enterprise program specifically, we're preparing people to become contributing members of society again, to have a job, to pay into the economy of Tucson. Yeah. So it's a bigger picture than supporting in one area. Like it comes full circle.
And I think it's really great too, because a lot of this, like the Center of Opportunity and Pima Start, like it's obviously capturing other people across the country. And I know like our boss and Chancellor Nassi, like Marcy and Chancellor Nassi have gone and talked about what Gospel Rescue Mission is doing within Center of Opportunity and Pima Start. And other people are seeing the impact and mission that the college is doing with you guys and how impactful that is. And so you guys are really setting up the standard and the bar for what can be done within our community to help our community and lead them. And like you said, like it's a full circle moment. It's not just about this one person. It's about the community and keeping it thriving and keeping it going. Like it all comes together. That's right. So you must feel amazing every single day doing all the work that you do. I'm sure it's a lot, but I can't imagine like the emotion and feeling and everything that goes on there, and just an understanding that you guys are providing so much hope and opportunity.
Yeah. It's something that happens at the Gospel Rescue Mission because our guests are there for months, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, up into months. We really develop relationships with them. It's really a community that is formed. And so being a part of the staff, watching people again as they come in, maybe they're in the worst position they've been in their lives, but to watch them grow, to watch them through that transformation, to watch them move into wholeness it's amazing, right?
Yeah. Oh gosh, you guys. I mean, like we talk a lot about this podcast too, of like how great it is like to see students like start at any point in their life, whether they're coming out of high school or coming into college, at a different point in their life, but seeing them like come here, get education, seeing them get a job, we see them in the public, like it really is just such a rewarding and an amazing feeling. And there's times I'm like, I've made connections with other students, or I've made connections with faculty and staff, and just to see the work that can be done to really just like help someone in their life, like it's just like it's a feeling that's hard to describe. And I'm thankful that I'm in a position that I get to share things like this with people and show like what can be done just within Tucson. And obviously with Gospel Rescue Mission, you guys do a lot with yourself and your mission and everything else, but then also having this partnership with Pima to get people in the workforce and get the training that they need, like I'm sure has helped elevate and push people to really, really thrive. And gosh, I'm just like, I don't even know how to say it, but thank you, because this is just such a really amazing opportunity. And I know it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of support. And so if anyone wants to support anything that goes on with the Gospel Rescue Mission, Center of Opportunity with Pima Start, things like that, again, you can contact our office. We'll put you in touch with the right people, keeping the classes tuition free, everything like that. And so the Tucson Classics Car Show is another event in October that's happening. You can get tickets on our website for that. $4 over every ticket is going to go towards the Center of Opportunity with Pima Start, and again to help keep those classes tuition free for these community members who are going through these cohorts. And so Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for coming in and talking about everything that you do. Thank you for helping keep Tucson thriving and our community thriving and giving these opportunities. And I really appreciate everything that you had to share today.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us share, and thank you for your partnership.
Thank you. And thank you for tuning in to today's episode, and I will see you all next week.